Hey, what's going on, big dogs? It's your man CGOD, Camper Guy, back in the house. Today we're going to be hitting y'all with another video on this 2001 Mercury Grand Marquis. As you can hear, we got all these commercial trucks driving by. Without that, we're going to continue, boys. So here it is. Y'all seen it before in a couple of the videos. Just my daily driver, nothing too special. On them 15x10s, stretch tires and whatnot. And what we're going to be doing today is hopefully getting down underneath of her. Got some stands here, the jack. Going to be taking the wheels off, hopefully pulling the springs out, giving them a good cutting, boys. After we give them a good cutting, our wheels may or may not fit, and we may have to roll our actual fenders here. Now, I mean, it doesn't seem too bad, but when you come on over to the rear, you can see it's rather thick. And you can see also on the tire where it has been rubbing in on some really hard bumps, I suppose. You're going through dips as what I think it rubs on. So we are going to be rolling the fenders as well as we lower it. So it's just kind of like a final view for you boys. So, I mean, yeah, after we cut the springs, I'm hoping mainly to just eliminate our gap here. So we'll do a little bit of a fit test. As you can see, got about 4 finger width. So yeah, hopefully we can eliminate that, boys. I'd be okay with like 1 or 2 fingers, honestly, whatever it goes to, because I'm not going to take it back out and do it again. So wishing me luck. I'm going to go ahead and jack it up, get it on some stands, and we'll get it popping, boys. Alright, boys, so here we are. As you can see, we got our spraying out. Now let me give you a little bit of insight on how I did this, brothers. So pretty much, I tried to remove the shock, right? Because that would have been the easiest way, in my opinion. However, she wasn't wanting to come loose, so instead, I went ahead and I just undid the shock on the bottom. And I was able to put it through that little hole, and then I just removed the 2 bolts on the back side of the lower arm. And then I had the jack underneath of it while I was removing those, and I just let it down. So by far the easiest way to get this bad girl out of there. So what we're going to be doing now is on the spring itself, we're going to be chopping her, and I'm going to take 1 link off. So I'm going to cut it just straight down right here. So that should be our 1 coil off, and you know, should get a little bit of low. I have the ones that I did on the link in here. So I mean, as you can see, I don't know if it's a thicker spring or not, but cut off about a coil. I'll compare it, if anything. Cut off about that much there. So I mean, if anything, our new coil looks the tiniest bit bigger. Kind of hard to see, but a little warm out. Definitely fighting with it a little bit. Like I said, I did try to take the shock out, so that's probably the better way to do it, but you know, we're doing what we got to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut it now. Just gonna use a grinder, and then I'm gonna toss her back in there, and we'll see what's good, boys. Alright, boys, so as you can see here, we got the coil cut off of both the front springs. We got our car ready to go here. It was really easy, actually, to just let the shock run through the bottom of the lower arm, and then just pull out the 2 lower control arm bolts. So like I said, we're prepared with some bricks. I'm gonna go ahead and start dropping her down, and we'll see what she's looking like. There you go. So hopefully she starts dropping down. Maybe I should have just let her have it, huh? Instead of going down slowly. Ugh. There we go. Looks like we got a little something now. Going down rather slowly. Damn, well, this was supposed to be, you know, kind of like a big reveal type thing, but coming down rather slowly. We might be all the way off. Oh, damn. So there's that. Not bad, not bad. Probably will go down a little bit more. Looks pretty sweet though, I'd say. See if we could get our jack out. All right, so that worked well. On this side, for some reason, it looks like it's not sitting as low. This side's not bad though, I will say. I'm gonna go ahead and back it off of the bricks, and then we'll see where we go from there, boys. Alrighty, brothers, so I took it for a quick spin around the block, boys, and this is kind of what it's looking like. So peep it, brothers. Let me know what you think. Once it focuses, I mean, what y'all think? It's alright. I was just trying to get rid of the gap. You remember last time we had like a 4-finger gap here, brothers, and I mean, there's like a 1-finger gap now, you feel? So I mean, it ain't bad. It was like that much, so good bit of drop. Now we're gonna go ahead and move on to the rear, boys, and it should look absolutely fantabulous, let me tell you. But for some reason though, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I ain't gonna front. Over here we ain't got as much. I don't know exactly what happened. Maybe it's just not sitting in the groove just right yet. But over here we got like, it's maybe like, I don't know, I'd say about 1/2 inch. Like I can't fit 2 fingers, you know, like it's a tight 2-finger, you know what I mean? But hopefully it settles down, whatever it is pops into place, and we'll be good there. But I'm gonna start on the rear, boys. I'll catch you there, brothers. Alrighty, brethren, so we're moving on back to the rear of the vehicle. We got it jacked up with stands underneath of it. Took the lower shock bolts out. And as you can see, I got this man over here, and he is trying to remove the spring inside of there. So we didn't take the wheels off because we're lazy, and we'd rather just struggle. So here we are. There it is. Still a little tiny bit of tension on the spring, but we are trying to get it out with sheer manpower. And then once that's done, we're gonna go ahead and cut it. I'm gonna do about 1.5 coils on the rear because they are kind of like come to a small coil at the end. So yeah, and we're definitely, like I said, gonna have to roll this fender. So after we get it lowered, we'll see where it sits and take it from there. Alright, buddy boys, so here we got our final product. I'll show you. Here's our rear springs. So I mean, as you can see, it's pretty much like 1.5 coils. They're sitting right on top of each other, and as you can see, they're like cut to perfection. Our front ones, which on the front I only did about 1 coil. You can see they're cut pretty perfect also. And here's the car itself. Not sitting too shabby. We got rid of a lot of gap, which is essentially what we wanted. Sits decent, drives decent. I am gonna probably have to roll the rears, because as you could see, hopefully you should be able to see on the tire where it's been rubbing. But it's not major, you know, like if anything the back's not even as low as I want it to be. So you can see on this side it's been rubbing the tiniest bit too. Not very major, but still gonna roll it. That way we'll get maximum travel. I don't know if this side exactly like went lower, but it also does kind of look like it has more camber. So I mean, if you look at it, it looks the tiniest bit tilted, but that one is definitely sitting nice. This other front one, I feel like it doesn't have as much camber, so it looks like it's sitting like more straight up, and it's not as low looking. But I mean, I did the springs both the same, so I mean, that's just what it is, boys. I'm gonna start driving it and stuff, and hopefully it lowers by itself as the springs settle. A little bit of sag in them or whatever. I know the last time I cut some springs, they do start to like sag just a little bit. So hopefully that's the case here, and we get just a tad bit more low. But otherwise, this is pretty perfect for a daily. It looks so much meaner, boys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Just doing stuff out here for free. I am probably gonna wash it because the car is filthy, so we'll get on that. I'll probably roll the fenders next. I don't know, I might even cut the springs in the back some more just so that it sits easier. But that's gonna be it for this one, boys. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. Deuces.